everybody, my name is Shayna Robinson and welcome to my channel, Robinson Repurposing, and I call it that because I like to take old items, Dollar Tree items, thrifted items, all of that sort, and repurpose it into something that's more my style. And for example, in today's video, I'm taking old scrap wood, which is pieces from an old dresser. That piece there is from an old dresser drawer that I cut up. And then, you know, just some scrap wood from other furniture pieces. Some of the things I'm using here in a minute are from old chairs. The little rounded pieces you'll see here in a minute, they're from old chairs. Anyway, so I'm just painting everything with the color Buttercream by Dixie Belle in this video. I think I pretty much painted every single thing, every single sign white. Oh, and I paint one pink here in a little bit, but mostly all white. Okay, so I didn't show all the footage of me painting all the pieces, but I did like 2 coats on all of these, dried it in between, all of that. And then this here was a piece from an old, like a hutch type of thing, a secretary, you know. I don't exactly remember. I've had it in the garage forever, but obviously I kept this because it's very pretty, the details on it and everything. So I'm just painting this with a couple coats of the Dixie Belle Buttercream color, and then I'm going to distress it with some Dixie Dirt, which you'll see here in a minute, and just some black and brown paint. Okay, and then back to these little signs for a minute. This video today is a little bit back and forth because it was filmed back and forth, so it's really hard for me to edit this any differently. But anyway, so then I printed out these pictures, these wordings, whatever you want to call it, off of Our Upcycled Life on Etsy. I can try to remember to link her shop. You print these out backwards, they're reversed, and she has them on there, they're already reversed, and I just buy them, they're like $1, they're not expensive at all. And then you have the rights to sell the signs and everything like that. And then you just take water at the sink is what I do, and you can't get it too wet though, or it'll just all wipe off. And you can use a little rag sometimes and just dampen the whole thing and rub the excess paper off. And sometimes these get really messed up. You'll see here at the end that I do lose a little bit of some of the lettering, but that still looks really cute to me. I think I still think that looks good, and I haven't sealed this one yet, so you can still kind of see some of the paper residue, but once you seal that, it looks fine. It doesn't look like that anymore. And actually all of these that I've staged today in this video, I haven't sealed yet, so they all kind of have that papery looking residue. But like I said, once you seal that over with like Mod Podge, or you can seal it with polyacrylic, that'll work too. And it'll look fine. So like I said, here's another one, same concept, same routine. You can kind of see the edge of that one there, but if you have these on like a tiered tray with other decorations, you're not going to notice it. And it's just such a simple way to make cute signs with wording that you don't have to use your Cricut for, which I love. Okay, so back to this. I got the coats on it. I got it full coverage, colored, painted white. And then I took Mod Podge there. That's what I was using with that green paintbrush and dabbing it on. And then I took that Dixie Dirt that you can see off to the side there, and I just sprinkled it on everywhere where I thought, this would naturally look distressed. I honestly did not know what I was doing with this. I didn't even know. I was just kind of winging it. I've never even watched a tutorial on this stuff, so this is just me experimenting. So you'll have to let me know at the end if you think this is cute or completely hideous. I won't be offended either way. But right here with the paintbrush, I was taking some brown and black paint kind of mixed together, and I was just kind of dry brushing over the details to bring the details out a little bit more. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing here. I just was really honestly experimenting and trying something new. And this was just kind of a process, you kind of had to bear with it, but I think it turns out pretty cute in the end. I mean, I like distressed things, so I like it, but some people don't. So anyway, let me know how you feel about it. Okay, and then after I got all the dirt on there, how I liked it, I added some more to the middle here. After this, I took sandpaper also and kind of distressed up the edges, kind of blended in that dirt look a little bit more, like it kind of knocked some of the excess dirt off the top. And then here's a look at how it turned out. If I was going to keep this, I would definitely put hooks on it and hang it on the wall. But I will probably try to sell this in my booth, so I may put hangers on it for selling, or I may just display it like. Okay, and then moving on to these scrap pieces of chair. These were from the bottom half of a seat on a chair. And I just took them all apart. I decided with this one, I wanted to put, well, with two of these, I end up putting transfers on it. With the one, I wanted it to be mostly pink, so I pulled off all the pink ones, and as you can see there on the side, I have a pile of the more like neutral colors, like the creams and the greens and stuff. So the next one I do, I just use the creams and the greens and stuff. But then this one, I wanted it to be more pink, so I had all the pinks pulled out, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just placing all these transfers on where I feel like they look pretty. And here's a little view of how this one turned out. I think it's pretty cute. And then I just put it in my little display I have for like Valentine's Day stuff I'm going to take to my booth soon. I have a bunch of like pink and red roses type of stuff, and it just went right with that. Okay, and then this one, moving on to this. I have mentioned in other videos before, if you've watched my videos, that I'm on a major mission to get through my craft stash, use up some of the things I have, and these two things here are just things that I had. The scrapbook paper, I had it on hand from last year for Valentine's Day, and then that frame there you see, it's from Dollar Tree. I had that on hand as well, and I've just never used it for anything. And then with those little signs over there, the little Be Badass signs that I just made with that same technique that I was showing in the beginning of this video, I am going to take those and just hot glue them to the front of this frame. And like I said, I don't know, this is kind of a random little DIY. I don't know if anyone would even like this, but I'm just mainly making it to try to potentially sell it. So, and I don't know, I just, like I said, it was just an idea that popped into my head. I'm trying to use up these things, and so yeah. And then for the other ones that were bigger, I took my drill, drilled some holes in this top half because I am going to add a little string to the top and some beads to the one. I do two different things here because I made these a while back in my booth, and I sold them very quickly, and I sold multiple of them. So I just decided to, I had a bunch with words on them, but these ones sold really fast, so I just decided to make these ones. And I didn't make any of the other ones with other words. So anyway, I just took this, added this little beaded thing. That little thing there is actually from Dollar Tree. I just untied it and then added it to the top there. And then I painted the little circle with my buttercream color, and then I took that little pink flower you see there and I transferred it onto that little circle, and that was all there was to that one. And then, not shown in this video, but for that other one that's sitting there, I took just regular jute twine and wrapped it around the hole and made it like a hanger, so it just has a regular hanger that someone could use to hang it with. This one here, I could see it on like a tiered tray because it doesn't have a hanger, but it'd be cute on a tiered tray. Okay, and then here's a look at how the different ones turned out. I think they're all pretty cool. Okay, and then this last one here, this is the exact same process. I just laid out the transfer on the little board and put it on there. There's nothing to this. It's very simple. And then at the end of these, I sealed them with Mod Podge because that's just what I had on hand right there, open already today. But you could also seal them with polyacrylic. That works too. This one, I kept it very simple. I just put this graphic in the middle, and then I just cut out a couple butterflies that you can see up on that top transfer, and I added those, and that was it. And then after I got that first piece on, I decided to cut out this little black and white butterfly. I felt like it really went with the vibe of the piece that's already on there. And then I do also cut out like a moth butterfly looking thing that's green here in a minute on another transfer that I have, and I add that to this as well. But I played around with some of the other pieces to see if I wanted to put some, you know, over to the side, but ended up just doing the butterflies. So I played around with some other pieces, but like I said, I kept this one very simple. I thought this was cute, just like this. So I left it like that, and then I added some antique wax just to really finish it up, make it look like an old little piece, you know? And then here is how it looks. Oh, I did add one more like butterfly moth looking thing. So yeah, very pretty. Okay, and then I didn't show the process on exactly how I made this, but it's basically the same as all the other signs in this video. I made two of these bathroom signs, the straight one that you just seen, and then this one. And they look really cute, like right there in my bathroom window. And also like that one is on my bathroom shelf. Very, very cute. Both both of those in both places, anywhere in your bathroom. And then this last thing I just wanted to show you guys, this is a vintage postcard, and it has the old stamp and all the old writing on the back. I'll show you that here in a second. And it's from I think this one was 14. And like I said, it has that old stamp and then just this old like Valentine's-y looking front. And I put it in this old Pond's container and then just filled it up with some, you know, moss from Dollar Tree. And then added it onto that stick there that you see because I didn't want to ruin it in any way. It actually was painful to do this, but I think this kind of preserves it in a very pretty way. So anyway, let me know what you all think of this video. And I hope you'll find some inspiration for your scrap wood or your Valentine's Day DIYs if you're going to make any. And thank you all so much for watching.